Hey YouTubers, this is Justin with Mayberry Mini Trucks, and I get the pleasure of doing a video for Josh in Connecticut, and he has put his deposit down on this Honda here. It is Wednesday, February the 18th, 2026, right before dark here. I was so busy today, did not get no videos done. Now, looks like I'm going to be able to get one done this afternoon. It's about 5:30 here. So, Josh, I told you I was going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. This Honda here is 4x4, 5-speed with power steering, 25,000 miles. It has a good looking roof there. At that seam there, we do have a smudge of surface rust. Excuse me. The hood here is ding free and pebble peck free. Now we'll get down here to the bottom of the bumper. I see there where the paint has been, and this is plastic, is flexed and the paint's chipped up and they've touched it up. There's a touch up there at the grill, some touch up there. Super clear headlights. Matter of fact, you can even see a little bit of the white touch up where they touched it up there and got a little on the headlight. So, scuffs here on the bumper. The fender here is in great shape except for right here on the corner at the door where it has been fixed, and you can see that there. Not a professional job, I would say. That was a fix-it-yourself type of job there, which do-it-yourself is not wrong at all. And that's the only spot in that door. Look underneath here. Looks good, and you see those seams there and seams up there. No rust. And the rocker here. Now this is mud. I actually brought a driveway soaking wet, and it's fixing to rain, and rain every day. So let me wipe this off where you can see it here good, Josh. No rust here. Now there is a spot of surface rust, like a scratch down to the metal, but no rust there. Frame underneath there, surface rust, that's it. And yeah, I can see where they've spray bombed this some, but it's no rust or nothing there. You can see it, that seam and stuff. They just did that, I guess, to pretty it up, just like some of this black spray bomb on that black, but not to cover up nothing. Now, if all this was painted and stuff, you know, you could say, well, they might have covered up something. But you can see the seams are real good. I'm focusing on that for you, Josh. And back here, now we do have some dirt, and that's it. Now let me get back off the ground here. I'm laying on the ground. My back is out. So we got touch up here on the bed there. Ooh, I'm feeling some drops of rain there. Now we do have a seat tear there. The back of the floorboard looks good. We'll go around the door jamb here. In the front of this jamb here. No rust. This here, and this here's water too. This truck just come out of the wash line, of course, and that rub will, that mat there, when it breaks loose, it will rub and cause surface rust there. And that goes underneath there. So it will do that. This bedside here is dent free. And those little rivets like in there, that is factory rivets on that. Like here you can see that there. And then that's touch up there. And that little black smudge there is down. So you can wax this thing up and clean it. I see in the bed here, it is still stained and dirty. That will clean up a lot better. Just a cleanup guy must not have realized there was a mat in here. Anyway, I didn't show Josh pictures and everything of this, so you know it, Josh. So I'm just showing you again. Actually texted you a bunch of pictures, but no rust in here. Around the engine cover there, no rust. Little surface rust, surface. Matter of fact, right here's a little surface too. By all means, there's surface here, and that spot, I'll show you that spot I told you about on the tailgate there, is right there. The rest of the tailgate's straight, and there's probably a do-it-yourselfer there too, I would say, on that tailgate. Good looking exhaust. And you can see here where they have detailed it up there before it got here in Japan, you know, by painting that part of it. And a leaf spring there. You can see some surface rust there. That's all that is on the seams. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this camera situated. It's really hard to lay on the ground and do this, but I'm doing it for you. Surface rust there. There is a dent in this side, and a little bit of surface rust. Okay. Got all that covered while I was on the ground. And you got a little surface rust around the hinges. And there's a little dent in this bedside up here, with a peck there of surface rust. And the back of the cab here, you can see where this mat rubbing against this. That's what does that. I would take me out of this mat, get me a new one, or put me a spray-in bed liner. Does have chains there. That is nice. Fender on this side looks good, and we do see there a spot and a pebble peck there, and a couple pebble pecks, but no dents in that fender at all. Back up here, get you a good shot of it. Sort of a slow walk around here. And I'm going to show you in the jam of this side. Wipe it out. Like I said, this truck just come out of the wash line, and just some surface rust in there. And a lot of that will clean up. The detail job don't go in like to extreme depth of, here's some surface rust there too, and this is dirty underneath here. So let me pick this up. This will wipe out of here. See, and that is surface rust, and that's where that mat sits there and rubs that, and it will do that. This right here actually has some glue and double-sided tape on it, and it keeps it from doing that, and in time it does break loose. Good looking seat here. Let me just put that out of the way. But no rust at all in here. The jam looks good. Now the fun part of doing the test drive. You can see a good shot in here. Let my camera focus back. And that is some slight sealer or protector in there, rubberized coating they put in there. And that is factory in this unit here. We're gonna do a test drive. Look how beautiful the door panels are, and the dash looks new in this truck. It really does. And it has been serviced, but we left this on here, and that says 43, so that's when the next service was due. But we did go ahead and fully service this unit. That power steering. A lot of times power steering don't make a difference, but this one here is super smooth. And we're in first, second, third, fourth. That is a seatbelt light there, Josh. Right turn signal, left turn signal, windshield wiper, spray, And all right, we're going to go into 5th gear here. All right, 80 kilometers going into 5th. Very smooth. The clutch feels good. The throttle response is great. Handles very smooth. We are up to operating temperature. The steering wheel holds straight. That's another good thing. And this thing is smooth. Very quiet. This is all-time 4-wheel drive. And it does work. And we was spinning there. I backed into the bank here, and you can see the front tire over there spinning. See this tire mark? That was where the front tire was. 4-wheel drive works good. And another thing, nobody's coming. The seat flips up in this one, and you can do this. So you can haul some stuff. Right there's my water. Should put it where the cup holder's at. You can fit a dog in here, plenty of room. I actually fit 6 tires in here yesterday in this truck and took them to our mechanic. So now we're in 1st gear, 2nd, 3rd, okay, we're at 70 kilometers, 4th, and I'm pushing it more than normal because I want you to know, hey, the truck's running smooth. There's no issues with it. We're going to 5th gear here, and we're going to put it in a lugging bind too, and it has to pass this test before we would let it go. And we're going to slow it way down here in 5th gear. And let it lug down here. So we're down to 22 kilometers here, and we're picking up a little bit of speed. Whoops. They're so different where you can get to and stuff. We're up to 24 kilometers. And the ideal of this is to show you there's no slipping. The truck is up to full power, we're up to 26 kilometers now. So it's picking up speed already. And let's see here. Emergency brakes, golly, the emergency turn signals. Emergency brake is here, Josh. And let's see what else. I didn't turn the heat fan on. And we're gaining speed here. That's where we want to be. The heat does function here out of the vents. A lot of mini trucks, the heat only functions out of the defrost. Now this truck here don't have AC, and we're up to 30 kilometers here. No problem at all. This truck does pass the test, and it is a very peppy truck. 40 kilometers here. So Josh, if you have any questions about it, let me know, and I let it slug there and stuff just to show you that the truck, the clutch, no issue, no problem with the truck, how it's running or nothing. And that was a pretty good little bind I put it in, coming from you and stuff, and getting to what you wanted me to do. We did exactly how you wanted it. And if you have any questions about it, give me a shout here. Thank you very much, Josh, for your business. Look forward for you sending some other customers here. And typically the power steering is not that easy, but I can turn this baby with my pinky. This one's very smooth. Thank you very much, Josh.